Right. Let's continue our quest to find the Institute. And where we last left off, we needed to build a teleportation thingy. So, right, need to get there. I've been doing some in-between adventuring.
Hey. Wait there. How you doing, buddy? Might be best if we split up for a while, boy.
Right, go home. And we'll go build something.
The farm's not much, but it's something.
Not much. Look at this. This is paradise. Not much. Picky settlers. Okay, I clear this house out, build some walls around it, and we need to build our stabilized reflector platform. Not sure which way it should go, but just build that and we'll get back to talk to Sturgis. Where the hell he is.
I'll be happy to help you kill some more of those gunner bastards. Just point me to them. Crop's coming in pretty good.
There he is. Hey, wizard.
How's it going? Did you find a good spot to build your signal interceptor?
Yeah.
Did you figure out the rest of Virgil's schematics?
I think so. Best I can tell until we actually try to put it together. Here's a list of 3 things that may be harder to find. I think I'll be able to pull together everything else we're gonna need.
I'll meet you over at the building site and see if we can actually make this thing work.
I'd better get started.
Okay, one thing to keep in mind while you're building this, it all needs to be wired together so all the pieces can talk to each other.
I'll see you over at the building site. Good luck.
Alright, let's see what we need to build. Telecom sites or sensor module. Beam meter, relay dish, console. Alright. Let's see. Coast Guard Pier. Let's go there and see what happens.
Hey, I just wanted to introduce myself. Anyway, I just...
Hi, how are you?
Oh, man, come back! I was having fun!
So that's it, huh?
Just die!
Wow. That's kind of cool. Cloaking breastplate.
Yes?
Blah 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 blah. See what we got to deal with up here. This is home to some super mutants. Yeah. There's one of them. Skirmisher. Suicider. Yeah, need to take him out first. Shut up.
Got it.
Oh no. Ah, luckily it was just puck all over. Ooh, some good loot here. Oil is always needed for building turrets. Source module. 10 mil. Expert. Right, let's see what we can do this. Prisoners. You. Could be that. Oh, okay, one more. So let's guess it ends with an S. It's not that one. Guardians, no. Alright. Doesn't end with an S.
Got it.
Open the door. Ah, the lockup goes to this gate. And recently I've been having really bad luck with these doors. It takes forever to open them. Yeah. There we go. Ammo. Buff out. Shotgun shells. More ammo.
Nice. That's it.
Right. Let's check upstairs. Thank you.
Yes.
Ah, that's about it. Just need to go unload the loot. See so everything's okay in this settlement, not missing any beds or something.
Don't much care for good. That place is nothing but trouble.
If you ain't been up to see Grey Garden, you should go. The whole place is run by robots.
Some stuff. Oh, it's a nice gun. So I've got a laser rifle and a 44 to add to our collection. That. So I'll keep that one. Don't need that.
Hi, how are you?
Let's check the settlement. 15 people. Might need more water. I'll build a couple of pumps. Ancient Sanctuary.
All right.
Once we got everything in place, we'll have to hook it all up to the same power grid.
Okay. Control console. Yeah. Okay. And a relay dish. Hello? Yeah. That requires 5. It requires 20. So we need 25 power. Can build that. Hopefully. It's 2 large generators and 1 medium one. Do it here. Lights. In addition, it's lit up. Whoa. Hell. Let's do this. Tie this in with the rest of the power system. Wow. Okay. Talk to Sturgis.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
I'm not ready yet.
Yeah, that's cool. I'll keep tuning this baby. Although we won't know if it's gonna work until we actually try it.
Nope. I also put some stuff in my inventory first. And then we'll see what the hell this thing does. I have a feeling I'll need stuff that will make me... If I get into the Institute, I will probably need to pass some charisma checks. So I'm gonna drop everything that I don't need for now. Retrieve a few of those. Don't need 31 frag grenades. Bring 10. Plasma grenades. Pulse, maybe. I'm sure I'll need a missile launcher. But yeah, I'll drop that one. Right, those I got, can drop. That's 2 charisma, I can drop that one. 1 charisma, 1 luck. I need my charisma hat as well. Let's look. Could wear the Corsair uniform. I could dress up as Kellogg. There, charisma 1. Should be hat. Ah. Okay. What else do we have that we can drop? Some keys and stuff, but
Now, folks, I'm sure you've all seen or heard about the latest issue of Public Current. Some bold claims by our intrepid reporter.
yeah, enough of that.
Undetectable. Very serious.
Pipe gun stand magazine.
The mayor's office has issued a statement denying the validity of the article, saying all is well. The mayor himself insists that the fears raised in the article are unfounded.
Okay,
But between you and me, listener,
need to heal up first as well.
just to be on the safe side. Well, never a dull moment here at time.
Right away.
Here's Grandma plays the number.
Wow. Teleportation. Let's do save.
Hey, Sturgis.
Everything looks good on my end.
Alright.
You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens. Getting cold feet? I don't blame you. Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute, and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. Don't worry
the
about
hell?
that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay?
Okay.
Scanning
Decoration?
for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it! Hold on to your butt!
I'm holding on to my butt. Whoa. We are somewhere. Somewhere seems to be the Institute. Well, as long as I'm here, might as well steal their stuff. Or load the whole tape. That's where it's going. Okay. Let's go find our son.
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
No use.
Institutionalized.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Damn right I am. Someone's going to give me some answers.
Busted. Don't have the key. Can't pick this. Useless.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in the elevator. What the hell now?
No way to pick this. Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean. I've been looking for you for so long.
Who are you?
Sean, where is everyone?
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. Mommy's here
I
now.
don't know you. Go away.
Who is Father?
Father, help me!
Where is
He's
he?
trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand.
It's a synth.
We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been...
I could kill you. Right here. Right now.
Yes. Yes, you could. And I would be powerless to stop you.
I'll make this very simple. Where is my son?
He's here, in the Institute. Closer than you think. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been... It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
What? Okay. He's bloody old.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality, and here I am. Raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you?
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
This is kinda heavy.
60 years. So much time. Wasted.
I know. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Your father. He never got to see you grow up.
Yes. What happened to him was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems what happened to him was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
Yeah. Kellogg was a product of the wasteland, more or less.
Kellogg was... Let's just say he was more complex than you might think.
After what he's done, I'm surprised to hear you say that. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So, you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
They're scared of you, Sean. Scared of the Institute.
People are always frightened by what they don't understand. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
I won't be a part of this. I can't.
Why? Because of the reputation of the Institute. The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
Perhaps, if you want to live a sheltered life.
Your institute has done some horrible things.
Yes, well, the world is not what it used to be. What about the people you've aided in order to get here? What atrocities have they committed? These Minutemen, claiming to want to save the Commonwealth from itself. They cannot even protect themselves. Their cause is a doomed one. None have any true claim to nobility in this world. Those days are gone. But we are not the monsters we have been cast at. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
I just don't know.
Just give it time. Give the Institute a chance. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Okay, so going on a murderous rampage might not be the right thing right now. Let's see if we can suit up like that, and then we'll go talk to these people, and of course steal everything we can, as we usually do. Lots of folders. Yeah. Okay. Some kind of stairs. Really? You're allowed to smoke in the Institute? What's that? Oh, staircase. Do you have in here? Jesus, people, you don't have any ammo anywhere. I will steal that. Wow. Hot shower. That must be the most valuable thing in here. Okay. So it's down, down, down. All of them are down. Let's go down. Oh, okay.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks again.
Of course.
Our technology must seem pretty advanced by your standards.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
Doc?
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much. I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
Finding my son.
What makes you ask? I'm a complete stranger to you.
I suppose when I heard your story, well, I felt sorry for you. You've suffered more tragedy than any one person deserves. Your whole world is gone. I'm sorry. I know that was a very personal question. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and workers. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
I'm just looking around.
I see. Well, please do mind what you touch. Sensitive equipment here, not like topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
Who built this place, originally? Has it been here long?
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it.
100 years from now?
Greetings. As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
Let's see what you got.
Well, if we want to build ourselves into a synth, we can. Okay. Maybe I should bring them some drugs and smokes from the top side. Alright. Let's get in here. Bioscience.
You had time to examine my latest reports on batch 274?
Not yet. I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations at Warwick. He's eager to get that going, so I've had to put everything else to one side.
I wonder how the Warwick family is doing. Young Wally must be close to 10 years old by now. It's remarkable that any child can survive for so long up there, don't you think?
I try not to think too much about it. We have more than enough to occupy ourselves here. Those people are the last remnants of a dying past. It's best not to dwell on the subject.
They're still people, and they're suffering. We can at least admit that it's regrettable. After all, how can we hope to redefine mankind if we can't even hold on to our own humanity?
Well, that's a question best left to our colleagues in the robotics division.
Yes, well... I suppose you're right.
It's great to have you here.
I'm sorry,
Hey,
but I'm
Doc.
too preoccupied
Welcome.
with chit-chat.
So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
Like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Yeah, I can't imagine anything more exciting than fake gorillas.
Speaking only for myself, I find them fascinating. Of course, I might be a little biased. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm an outsider. Would there even be a place for me here?
Even if science isn't your passion, there are plenty of ways to contribute. Our projects sometimes require an agent who can work on the surface to observe and gather information. From what I've heard, you are both fearless and resourceful. I think you'd be ideal for that kind of role. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Okay, hold on. I need to stop the recording.